And after this was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there was in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, which is called in Hebrew Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain time into the pool, and stirred up the water. Then whoever stepped in first after the stirring of the water was made well of whatever disease he had. Now a certain man was there who had an infirmity 38 years now. When Jesus saw that he was lying there, he knew that he had already been in that condition for a long time, and he said to him, "Do you want to be made well?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, but I am coming another steps down before me." Jesus said to him, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." And immediately the man who was made well took up his bed and walked. And that day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said to him who was cured, "It is the Sabbath, it is not lawful for you to carry your bed." He answered them, "He who made me well said to me, 'Take up your bed and walk.'" They asked him, "Who is the man who said to you, 'Take up your bed and walk'?" But the one who was healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn, multitude being in that place. Afterward, Jesus found him in the temple and said to him, "See, you have been made well. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon you." The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had made him well. For this reason, the Jews persecuted Jesus and sought to kill him, because he had done things on the Sabbath. But Jesus answered them, saying, "My Father has been working until now, and I have been working." Therefore the Jews sought all more to kill him, because he not only broke the Sabbath, but also said that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. Then Jesus answered and said to them, "Most assuredly I say to you, the Son cannot do nothing of himself but what he sees the Father do. For whatever he does, the Son also does in manner. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all the things that he himself does. He will show him greater works than these, that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives life to them, even so to the Son gives life to whom he will. But the Father judges no one, but has committed all the judgment to the Son, that all should honor the Son just as they honor the Father. Who does not honor the Son? He who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father. Most assuredly I say to you, he who hears my words and believes in him who sent me has everlasting life, and shall not come to judgment, but has been passed from death into life. Most assuredly I say to you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For his Father has life in himself, so he granted the Son to have life in himself, and has given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Do not marvel at this, for the hour is coming in which all who are in graves will hear his voice, and come forth, those who have done good to resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of the condemnation. I can of myself do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is righteous, because I do not seek my own will, but the will of the Father who sent me. If I bear witness to myself, my witness is not true. There is another who bears witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnesses of me is true. You have sent to John, and he has borne witness to the truth. Yet I do not receive testimony from man, but I say these things that you may be saved. He was the burning and shining lamp, and you were willing for a time to rejoice in his light. But I have greater witness than John's, for the work which the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I do, bear witness of me that the Father has sent me. And the Father himself who sent me has testified of me. You have neither heard his voice at any time nor seen his form, but you do not have his word abiding in you, because whom he sent him you do not believe. You search the Scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and these are which testify me. But you are not willing to come to me, that you may have life. I do not receive honor from men, but I know you, that you do not have the love of God in you. I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, him you will receive. How can you believe who receive honor from one another, and you do not seek the honor that comes from only God? Do you think that I shall accuse you to the Father? There is one who accuses you, Moses, in whom you trust. For if you believe Moses, you'd believe me, for he wrote about me. But if you do not believe his writings, how you believe my words? This is just like while I'm going over the lost books, this is we are already in chapter 5 of John, and Jesus is already a grown man, and you wonder where you get people filling in the blanks and dots, and it's not even necessarily all their fault, because sometimes people maybe led astray, but then for the people that actually wrote this stuff down, knowing that it wasn't true or having anything to do with it, and they just wanted their name inside an important book, that's dirty and wrong. But you also can see why people have that thirst to know more about Jesus' life, because we're in the 5 out of, I think, 22? Dang it, 21 chapters, 5 out of 21, so we're 1/4 the way through, and we've already, gotten up to the point where the Jews have decided they want to kill Jesus, so you can see where people get curious. That's all.